Veterans Day 2009. I'm Steve Coffey. This particular Veterans Day is one that veterans advocate Dick Tobiasen has been working toward for 6 years.
It's been a great team effort. We've had fabulous support from the community at large and 16 contractors who've donated their time and talents. It's just been in a tough economy, you'd never know what you can get, but by golly, the Ben community has stepped up in honoring its veterans and first responders. It's marvelous.
What's happening is a day-long observance to honor U.S. military veterans and also civilian fire and police first responders.
Ben Parade of Flags, the program I lead, we start putting up flags on Veterans Memorial Bridge and all downtown. We'll put up 250 flags. The American Legion Post will be installing them. Parents of some of the fallen veterans from Bend, Jerry Newman and Marshall McBride and Steve Ellis will be here to put up the flags of their sons and one daughter that were killed in Iraq. The parade will actually start right by the memorial on Newport Avenue across the Veterans Memorial Bridge. It'll be the first time the Veterans Parade has ever used this route, so you'll see the Veterans Memorial that will be dedicated in the afternoon. They'll cross the Veterans Memorial Bridge. They'll see all the flags on both sides of the street along the parade route. Then people will come over to Brooks Park for the dedication of the Bend Heroes Memorial at 1:30, and we'll have a 45-minute ceremony here dedicating the memorial. We'll have Representative Greg Walden as speaker, Scott Wallace, the chairman of the park board, Mayor Ekman will welcome the people, and we'll have unveiling a huge granite memorial to veterans. It's called the Bend Veterans Peace Memorial. It honors all Bend men and women who've ever served our nation in the past in the armed forces. The serving today will serve in the future. And then we'll read the names of 109 veterans from Bend who died during wars from World War I to Iraq. And then we'll unveil the Bend First Responders Monument. We'll have police and fire officials unveiling that. Former Mayor Bruce Abernathy will give a little talk about why we honor first responders, and then we'll unveil that granite, and that has 4 names on there. And then we'll unveil a bronze statue of a little boy holding a folded flag. He's just been presented represents a young boy who's been presented a folded flag from the funeral service of his mother or dad who was killed in the line of duty in combat.
2nd District Congressman Greg Walden is proud to have been invited to be a part of this somber ceremony.
This is really important for all of us, not only to remember our veterans and those serving today, but also the families of those who have men and women overseas or those who have lost a loved one recently. This is a very important time for our country to pause and pay honor and tribute to those who keep us free, and to remember that freedom is not easily maintained nor cheaply maintained.
This has been an expensive project to prepare the park for the memorials and for the memorials themselves. One way backers have raised the money is to sell commemorative bricks that are embedded on the walkways.
We've sold all the bricks that we can sell down here at the memorial, 600 of them, which means we've raised over $20,000 just on that. And then we've got room for 175 more, and so people will be offered an opportunity to buy bricks at the end of the dedication. The bricks are $50 a piece. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm walking around looking at them now, and a lot of these names I know, but these are people. It starts out with little boy Gage McCoy, who was when we dedicated the site last year. He came up and gave me $3.85 to pay for the memorial. So we put his brick right in front of the granite. Gage McCoy, H5, first donor. We have a Civil War veteran brick here. We have lots of World War I, and mostly World War II, some World War I, Korea, Vietnam, and some are just memorable sayings thanks to veterans, and a salute. I'll read you one. A salute to all veterans, patriots, and first responders. September 11, 2001, never forget.
Veterans advocate Dick Tobiasen has chaired the memorial project, but he always stresses it has been a team effort with many dedicated people involved.
It's typical of what goes on across America. Our society has been founded on freedoms that have been defended by veterans from all wars in over 200-something years, and over 1 million veterans have died for our freedoms. And so the American at large wants to thank them and honor them and remember how our freedoms were bought and paid for by veterans, and so this is what we do. This is what Ben needed and didn't have, and 6 years ago I started it.
Veterans Day 2009, a very special day in Bend to honor our veterans and also civilian first responders. I'm Steve Coffey. Take 5 is a presentation of 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.
This is the mark we leave on the community.